Alrighty, how's everyone doing this evening?
Good.
Okay,
Awesome.
great. Does everyone have a little fill in the blank, like notes thing in front of them? I think you actually need one. Okay, so y'all are gonna, as I present today, you're gonna fill those notes out because they'll help you, if you're paying attention, they'll help you out in the end when we play our Kahoot game. So, all right, so who remembers what we talked about last class? So obviously we talked about bullying, but what specifically were the 3 different types of bullying that I started off that presentation with? Does anyone remember what those 3 things were? Jake, do you remember?
What was the question again?
Do you remember what the 3 different types of bullying were that we discussed last class?
I know it was like physical bullying.
Yeah, that's one of them.
And then there was like mental bullying, and then there was cyberbullying. So like verbal abuse, like physical abuse, and then like online abuse, basically.
Yeah, so we had physical, verbal, and social. So today we're going to be discussing cyberbullying, which falls under what category? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start us off with a video, if this will let me. Okay. We're going to start off with this video on cyberbullying.
The audio on the video is still not very loud.
Cyberbullying happens when someone posts or shares harmful or mean content about someone else on the internet, social media, apps, texts, video games, or digital devices. Take this example. Maddie took a screenshot of her classmate Shonda's photo from social media. She then used an app to make Shonda look like a monster in the photo and added some insulting words. After sharing it in a group text, some classmates replied with hurtful, mean comments about Shonda. Others laughed and shouted it out. Is it cyberbullying? Yes. Maddie wanted to embarrass Shonda, and by doing so, she encouraged others to do the same. What can Shonda do? Take screenshots of the cyberbullying. It's painful, but Shonda needs to document what happened in case it happens again. Shonda can also block the group texts. She should tell what happened to an adult she trusts. Together, they may want to report what happened to the school. How about this one? Malcolm plays multiplayer video games online with people he only knows through gaming. A few of them have added him on social media. One player, Lucas120X or Lucas, used to chat with him a lot while playing, asking a bunch of personal questions. Malcolm answered and didn't think much about it. But one day, Lucas posted all kinds of personal information about Malcolm on social media, mixed in with lies and comments about his ethnicity and gaming skills. Is it cyberbullying? Yes. Lucas was trying to harm Malcolm and his reputation. What can Malcolm do? He can take screenshots of the posts and block Lucas on social media. What Lucas did may have also violated the rules of the social media site and the gaming platform. Malcolm should report Lucas's behavior to the sites. He can also avoid a game if he knows Lucas is one of the players. Malcolm can tell an adult about what happened. Together, they can help determine if they should report it to the police. And remember, never give out personal information to strangers. Here's another one. Jaden and his friend Dylan were having fun, kidding around after school. Jaden took photos and posted them online. One photo showed Dylan making a weird face, which they both found funny, but other kids who saw it started posting mean comments about Dylan's face in the photo. Dylan was upset by the photo and the comments. Is it cyberbullying? No. If Jaden didn't mean any harm and he's willing to delete the photo, it is not cyberbullying. If Jaden doesn't delete the photo after seeing the negative comments being posted about his friend Dylan, he could be contributing to cyberbullying, though. What can Dylan do? He can ask Jaden to remove the post and, in the future, to ask permission before sharing photos of it. If Jaden is a friend, he'll respect Dylan's request, apologize, and delete the photo.
Okay.
For more information, visit stopbullying.com.
Alrighty. So obviously that video gives us an idea of what cyberbullying may look like. and some examples of it, whether it is cyberbullying or not. So what is cyberbullying? So like I said, this falls under the social category because this is something that is causing harm to someone over social media or online. It's sending, posting, or sharing negative, harmful, or false, mean content about someone else. And this happens, like I said, social media or online. So some examples could be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, email, etc. So what you guys need to understand are there are consequences with this. So one of the main reasons that I want to talk about cyberbullying specifically today is because it's something I feel like is a little easier for people to do rather than like bullying in person, because teachers may not see it. It's kind of just the peers that are seeing it, so it's up to the peers who see this happen to either do something about it or not. So some of the consequences of this is that what you say online is probably always going to be there. So this can affect colleges, like getting into college, sports clubs, and it can impact like your future job too. Because, for example, say like Snapchat, I think we all know when you're on there, like I guess it's like it deletes after 24 hours, but it really doesn't, because if someone has a reason to like investigate you further for cyberbullying, then they can go to like the headquarters of like Snapchat, and they can pull up all the information that you've ever said, sent, everything. So you have to understand that that's never going to go away. So you really need to be careful with what you're saying online and just not say it if it's going to hurt someone. So cyberbullycide is a term that is used for someone who, I hate to be like morbid, but it's just true. It's a very serious subject. Someone who commits suicide, takes their own life because of being cyberbullied online. And I pulled this quote from a source. So it says, it's the term used to describe a case where a young person has committed suicide, and on one of the causes of their actions is because of cyberbullying and negative experiences in the digital world. So an example of this is this girl named Phoebe Prince, who took her own life at the age of 15 because of being cyberbullied. So hopefully that shows you guys how serious this is, and that it has very bad negative effects on someone's life, and it's something to not take lightly. Obviously this can really impact someone's life and make them not want to live anymore, which is really sad. So there are some steps to take when, if you're being cyberbullied. So I wanted to go over those. And so I'm going to have some of you read some of these off for me, but I'm going to start. So step 1, stay calm. You never want to, reply immediately. If you see a message about you online, you're not going to want to get really angry and respond right away, and because honestly you could maybe be cyberbullying back if you just do it out of anger. So you definitely want to stay calm first, and then step 2 would be to not reply, like I said. So can anyone read step 3 for me? Cora, do you mind reading step 3?
Yeah. Take screenshots.
Yeah, so this is another good way to handle being cyberbullied, is to take screenshots, because like I said, even if someone has a reason to investigate, what you've been doing, if they have a reason to look into it, they can find that information, but it's also better for you to just take a screenshot of what you're seeing in case, it's a safe measure to take. So step 4, tell a trusted adult. And step 5 and step 6, Jake, can you read those for me?
Which ones?
Step 5 and 6.
Oh, yeah. Step 5, block the bully. Step 3, report.
Or step 6, yeah. So these are, simple. These are just ways that you can stop this from happening even further. But obviously if it keeps happening, that's where we get into these next steps. So step 7 is confront the bully. So obviously you probably don't want to have to confront the bully, but if it gets down to that, then that's just what you need to do. And if it keeps happening, then you need to bring it further. So that would be to, step 4 says tell a trusted adult. So if you have already done that and they're still cyberbullying you, then you need, and you've already talked to them about it, then you need to bring it further and tell the principal, tell someone higher up at the school. And if it is really bad, if someone is telling you to hurt yourself, then honestly getting the police involved is something that you might have to do. And step 9, change privacy settings. Step 10, review friends. So these are all just easier steps to take if you are being cyberbullied to hopefully prevent it and hopefully just deal with it straight on, and hopefully, following these steps will hopefully stop that happening to you. So what I want you guys to do, we talked about some factors that would bring people to bully others last class. So if you could all just partner up and discuss some factors that would cause someone to bully someone else in general too. Cyberbully, regular, just, in school and everything. So if you could discuss that for just a couple minutes, and then I'll ask you guys what you discussed.
What do you think? Popularity, yeah, just for the fun of it.
Y'all discussing? That was quick.
In order to take it out, they go to people. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so thank you guys for talking. I'm gonna go around to a couple people and you can just share your thoughts with me. Jake and Lily, what did you guys have some reasons?
So we talked about how their home lives could affect how they act in school. It's maybe they don't have the greatest home life. They could, maybe their parents are abusive to them, or maybe their parents are split up and they take out their anger on the other kids in school.
Yeah, yep. Josh and John, what did you guys say? Okay. Did anyone else say anything different? Yeah, that's definitely a big point. You're good. That's definitely one of the main reasons. I think, like I said in last class, hurt people. So if they're going through something outside of school and they feel, not very seen by their parents or whatever, then they're probably going to bring that to school and they're going to want to make someone else feel less so that they feel a little higher up, which is very sad. And I'm sure that there are some other reasons that kids do it. Some kids honestly might just do it because they're just rude and they don't really care, but that's definitely a big one. So, and then some statistics that I wanted to go through. Some of these actually shocked me, which is kind of crazy because, like I said before, cyberbullying is definitely one of the more popular ways of bullying because it's very unseen by teachers and a lot of higher ups. So firstly, 45% of young people experience cyberbullying before the age of 18. About 37% of young people between the ages of 12 and 17 have been bullied online. 30% have had it happen and they haven't intervened at all. Lily, do you mind reading that third one for me, please?
Girls are more likely than boys to be both victims and perpetrators of cyberbullying.
Riley, do you mind reading the fourth one?
Instagram is the most popular platform where most young people report cyberbullying.
Okay, and then 60% of young people have witnessed online bullying and most don't intervene. And then this is the one that kind of shocked me a lot, was only 1 in 10 victims will inform a parent or someone higher up that they have been cyberbullied, which is kind of crazy because it could be prevented a lot more, I think, if more people would just open up about it and say, hey, this is happening to me. But I know that can be a lot harder than said. But yeah, so only 1 in 10, which is kind of crazy. All right, and then I wanted to leave you all with a biblical reference before we do our Kahoot game. So Ephesians 4:29 says, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up accordingly to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." So, like this says, I mean, we should only be letting kind and loving talk come out of our mouths, whether it's, obviously in person, texting, like, we're not the ultimate judge of others. We don't know what people are going through in their home lives. So you just never want to risk that by, bullying others, because you just don't know what they're going through and how much it could affect them. So those are my references. And then if you all want to get out your phones or laptops, we're going to play a little Kahoot game. So we're not going to go over the handout because the Kahoot game will test your knowledge. So if you filled that out, great, that can help you out. So I don't know why it's doing chapter 17, because that's not the one I wanted. This is what I was telling you it was doing. I had it pulled up, the right one, and I don't know why it's doing that. Does anyone by chance have like an adapter for a MacBook? Oh, you do? Do you think I should try my laptop? Okay. I don't know why. That's unfortunate. I tested this out and it's, my.
So we're just going to play chapter 17?
No, because this is something like.
Click the three lines beside chapter 17, and give you like a drop down, like.
Yeah, I had it like right here, like on my laptop it shows. I don't know why it's doing this.
Let's just play it.
Maybe they labeled it chapter 17, maybe it's the right one.
Well, earlier I pulled it up and it was like different questions. And I just looked on my laptop and it was there.
Maybe go back home and then like
Yeah, we'll drive home right now.
no, like
This is frustrating. Do you think if I do it on my laptop, I could like put it here if it works?
Read out the question.
Yeah. This is frustrating. Sorry, guys. I made sure this worked before I came.
I
and
love technology.
decided not to work. Yeah, it's literally right here. Okay. We're gonna just make this improv, but. Okay, I'll read the questions to you guys. You'll still have the game pin, obviously. So the game pin is 246-0373.
Five, three, seven, three.
0373. Yeah. Give me a thumbs up when you're good.
Joe Mama.
I see that.
I don't know what that is.
Everyone ready? Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start. Okay, what form of bullying is cyberbullying? Oh, you don't, oh, sorry, that's right. So verbal, social, physical, and rational. So verbal, red, social.
Left and right.
Ugh.
I can't read it.
Okay, how about, well, nah, that won't work.
All right, good, great.
You can just, I would just wrap up your lesson. I think you're good.
My game, it was,
Yeah, your game, you're fine.
okay.
You're fine.
Yeah!
Sorry, everyone.
I won! Yes!
Oh my gosh.
I had the best view, so.
Like, it was showing up on here, and it wasn't showing up on your laptop. Ugh, that's frustrating.
Try to refresh it. See if it pops.
It wasn't, I mean, too late now.